Hello, Team Genesis associates and guests. Thanks for joining us tonight. We have a great presentation lined up for you. Let's start out this meeting by familiarizing our guests with CTFO's fantastic business opportunity. I know this may sound too good to be true. I kind of thought that too when I first heard about it. But now it's my full-time career and I work from home helping people feel better and make money. So please listen up while I explain how that works and how you can make money just like that too. CBD products are kind of a big deal, and you're probably seeing them advertised all over the place. Our company offers the best-in-class CBD and non-CBD products and does no corporate advertising. Instead, we give independent associates the chance to spread the word about our amazing products and earn money in the process. We're willing to give you your own website where people can go to learn about and buy our products. And when they do that, you get paid a portion of every purchase. You also get paid for all of the purchases made on other people's websites that you bring into the company who do the same thing. Simply put, that's how our network marketing business works. CTFO employees handle all of the order processing, fulfillment, shipping, and collect the payments and handle all the accounting. And the best part is, it costs you nothing to get your own website and online store that enables you to start earning a weekly check here. If you've ever wanted to have your own business that you can run by yourself with no employees, no physical location, no investment in inventory, and no financial obligations, this is the best way I've ever seen to do that. I work from home. I tell people about the wonderful array of top quality CBD products I have, and when they go to my website to buy them, two things happen. They fall in love with our products, and I get paid. Not only on the first order, but every time they reorder as well. If that sounds easy, it's because it is. I'm coming up on 2 years now working this business from home, making a lot more money than I made in my former job and having tons of fun doing it. If you're wondering how this is possible, it's because our products work. I'll give you an example from a new customer who I just spoke with earlier today. My husband was talking to his friend David, who mentioned he had trouble sleeping and his mind was always going 100 miles an hour, making it hard for him to focus throughout the day and impossible to get more than a few hours of sleep a night. My husband told him about how CTFO's CBD products have helped me and some of our other friends get better sleep and generally feel better all around. He asked me to call his friend David to tell him how to go to the website and try our CBD oil risk-free with a money-back guarantee. So I called him and gave him the link to our website, and he bought some 10X Pure CBD oil and sleep spray and started taking them. Then he called us a few days later to tell us how he noticed a big difference right away and planned to keep taking those. Today, he called to thank us again and told us that he's reordering both products because he never wants to go back to feeling the way he did before. He said he's hooked and feels, thinks, and sleeps a lot better now. I hear stories like that all the time, which is why CBD has become so popular, and you can now buy CBD oils just about anywhere. With all that competition, having an advantage over other CBD suppliers is critically important. And we have that advantage with our exclusive 10X Pure technology that energizes our oils, making them hydrophilic or water-friendly rather than hydrophobic and water-resistant. That means it's better absorbed into your body, which is made up mostly of water. Our 10X Pure technology also preserves the integrity of the A cannabinoid that stays attached to CBDA when it's extracted from the hemp plant and processed. There's a lot of science behind it, and you can learn more about why our top-tier products are better than everything else out there when you go to your new website that you get for free when you sign up. So that's the general idea about how people are telling people about our products that lead to money in your pocket. Here are some more details about exactly how that part works and how you get paid. Our compensation plan is just as amazing as our products. It's unlike any pay plan I've ever seen or worked before, and it's already begun to create fortunes here at CTFO in a matter of months. This program has no gimmicks or gotchas that are typically found in other MLMs. Here you can make a legitimate run for the money with no legs to match, no increasing personal volume requirements when you rank advance, and no forced auto ships. Your commissions are paid weekly, and a purchase of just $47.47 qualifies you for all of the commissions and bonuses available. Some associates don't even spend the $47 each month and still collect a check. That small purchase is not required, but it does entitle you to additional commissions, which is really unheard of in our industry. If you want to learn more about exactly how all the commissions are calculated and understand all of the various built-in bonuses, I suggest going to our Team Genesis YouTube channel and watching the newest video training by Joe Malooly called When Money Matters. That breaks down all the details for you if you're interested. But again, the simplest way to understand it is that you tell people about our products and send them to your own online store. Then when they make purchases, a part of those purchases gets deposited into your account. Now, if you think that sounds hard, or you're worried that you don't know enough about our products to be able to tell other people about them, let me mention a few easy ways to get started with some helpful training resources. Join us from your phone or computer in these meetings each Wednesday night and Saturday mornings for some great trainings. Connect your prospects to your enroller or other leaders here on effective three-way calls. One-on-one time with a leader on the phone, private conference calls, and Zoom meetings are other ways you and your team can learn and get off to a fast and smart start here. And last but not least, we've compiled our best video trainings and resources into a digital toolbox loaded with everything you and your team need to succeed. I guarantee you, you haven't seen anything like it because it's new and created for the exclusive use of Team Genesis members. Look, CTFO is a no-cost, no-risk opportunity. You seriously have nothing to lose. Now it's time to introduce you to our two guests tonight who realized this was a no-cost, no-risk opportunity and are off to a great start building their own businesses around our amazing products. Our first guest, 5K Executive Manager Wendy Driscoll, lives in Southern California near her daughter and granddaughters. She transitioned out of corporate America and became an entrepreneur by necessity several years ago. She's been an avid student of natural alternative medicine for 30 years. Today, Wendy's living life on her terms and grateful to have found CTFO that's let her earn a living by helping others achieve their health-related goals. For Wendy, it just doesn't get any better than that. Our second guest is also a 5K executive manager. Nancy Krampetz and Wendy have been friends for 35 years. You can imagine how much fun these two women are having working on their businesses together. Nancy lives in the East Bay area of California. She too is a mom who more recently transitioned out of corporate position to work her CTFO business full-time. You'll hear more about that from these ladies and their old school and B2B marketing strategies in just a few minutes. They have some valuable tips for growing with in-person marketing strategies as opposed to the online marketing that's so pervasive today. We have a lot to learn from these dynamic business partners, so let's go ahead and get started. Wendy and Nancy, welcome to our webinar tonight.
Hi, Janet. How are you? Thanks for having me.
Great. Thank you for being with us, Wendy.
Thank you.
I'm not seeing Nancy yet. Nancy, are you with us?
Yep, I'm here. Can you see me?
I can't see you yet. There you go. Now I see you. Hi, Nancy. Thanks for being with us. Okay, there you are.
Hi there. Thanks for having me on tonight, Janet.
All right. Let's get started and talk about, let's ask you first off to share with our viewers a little bit about your work background. That's a good starting place.
Well, I owned a successful sales and marketing business in Fort Myers, Florida for 20 years. Raised my daughter as a single parent and was busy working. I was also involved with a couple MLMs, and Nancy and I were involved in New Skin together way back in early 90s, I believe it was. So we've had a little experience with MLM before together, and we really enjoy working together. And I just feel so honored to work with her again. And it's just been so much fun, and it's just begun. So I'm super excited about the future and everything that has going to come with this. So I'm really excited.
Wendy, what happened in your personal life that kind of warranted you making that transition from corporate to a home-based business owner?
Well, I sold my business in Fort Myers, and then my daughter came to California, and then she married and started having children. So at that time, about 8 years ago, I decided that I need to get to California. And so it's been a long trek, but I'm finally here in Southern California, and it's really important that I'm here to be with my family. I've only have one daughter, and now I have 3 beautiful granddaughters, and I really enjoy being close to them.
Oh, that's magnificent. Nancy, what's your work background?
So I was in the corporate industry in the medical field, selling products and laboratory equipment to hospitals for cancer diagnostics. So that's something that's near and dear to my heart, being in the health arena. And I worked for the company for 20 years. As Wendy had mentioned, we had done New Skin together, and I've done a different MLM as well in the past. So I was familiar with what it could provide, but both of those companies did not have the industry explosion and timing that CTFO has with their products, with the CBD, but also the dynamic and exclusive products that sets us apart from the competition.
Yeah, for sure. We've got some great advantages here. You've just listed out a few for us. How did you first hear about CTFO?
Well, I was in Northern California, and I was going through Craigslist, and I was looking for a job, a local job there. And I came across an ad from Randy, and it was everything that I was looking for. And because it was a free offer, I had nothing to lose. So I joined that evening, and then took it upon myself to do a lot of research and to look at other companies and just to make sure that this was the right thing. And absolutely it was. Every time I would look and see and explore, I found that this is just a diamond in the rough. And I'm so excited because there's just so much this company has to offer.
Yeah, it sounds like this business is a perfect fit for your passion point, which is health and wellness, and then the lifestyle that you desire to be able to migrate around the country and follow your family. How about you, Nancy? How did you hear about CTFO?
Well, I heard from my good friend Wendy Driscoll here on the call. As we are girls and sharing, I was telling her when the company that I was working with had got bought out, and there was going to be no changes, and obviously there was a lot of changes, and I was telling her how anxious I was and thinking of going on a medication. And so she just said very calmly and just sharing, because she was so concerned with my health and wanted me to be better and not go on a pharmaceutical. And so I told her that I would try it. And what really got me to try it was she said, look, if it doesn't work for you, we've got a 60-day unconditional money back guarantee. So my reply to her was, I have nothing to lose and everything to gain to go on a product that would not give me side effects like a pharmaceutical. And so I was just thrilled. 5 days in, product started working. 1 month later, I became an associate, and it's history from there.
Oh, that's wonderful. And Wendy, I understand you and your daughter also, when you had initially enrolled here, CBD was paramount in your health recoveries also. So both of you had a big why to embrace this product and give it a try to see if it could improve your quality of life, right?
Yes, yes, it was. I tried the oil right away, and I was amazed at the results. Calmness that I had, clarity that I had. I had been diagnosed a few years prior to post-traumatic stress that I had for like 10 years.
Mm.
And I could not believe the difference I had in one bottle. I mean, it was incredible. I was hooked and could not believe that there was a product out there that could actually put me at ease with those symptoms. And it was just very mild, and it's incredible. I won't stop. I will have CBD in my life for the rest of my life.
Me too. You know, ladies, they say kind of a litmus test for a great opportunity that's suited for us individually is, would you use the product even if there weren't a chance to make money marketing it? And I would never be without CBD, and I guess you women would concur with that. You'd never be without it.
True.
Yes.
Yeah, and Wendy, you brought up a great point here. It works really fast. I've worked in other nutritional programs where it's 60 to 90 days out before somebody actually experiences a benefit, and some do and some don't. And here it's almost across the board. I remember I interviewed the president of this company, and he said we have less than a 1% return rate. And of that 1% that they've got in the cabinets at our corporate center, half of them have never had the seal broken and been opened. So that's amazing, right?
That is amazing.
So both of you ladies started your career here because you had some health issues, but how did your curiosity about CBD lead to your thriving businesses today?
Well, for me, I would say just because the product worked, got rid of my anxiety, the pains in my hands and my knees, boost my immune system. I felt it was the right time to explore a money-making opportunity, knowing that the company I was working for at the time was going to be sold in a couple of years. And you know, when you retire, you want to retire into something. And so knowing Wendy being an entrepreneur, and I was a product of the product and it worked, I knew I could do this business. And so that's what I decided to start as a part-time. And then when the company sold, I was going to work it full-time. Yet they had other plans and did a reorganization and reorganized me right out of the company. So that plan of 2 to 3 years going from part-time to full-time went a lot sooner than I had hoped, but it was all God's timing and worked really great for me.
Oh, that's a great story, Nancy. How about you, Wendy? How did you transition from trying the product, really loving the product, to saying, you know, I can do this as a business? How did that work?
Well, like you said, I've been studying natural health for over 30 years, and in my spare time, I would spend it in the health food store, and I would study all the labels. And I always knew that someday I would find a product and a company that I could just dive into and be a part of for the rest of my life in the natural health realm. And so this is it, and I'm so excited. It's going to be a great run.
Yeah, that's great. That's for sure. Lise, tell us about the success you've had marketing to businesses.
We've had so much fun. I have visited Nancy a couple of times for a week or two at a time to really work the business together. I think that's really important, is to work with your associates and team up. And so when I had my visits with her, we worked very hard and smart, and we came up with some wonderful goals together and strategic planned our outings. And what we did is we went out and we went to different businesses, and I feel that being together, it was helpful, you know, having that bond between the two of us and you know, kind of bouncing things off of each other through the day. It got us out, and we were able to kind of dabble in different kind of businesses, like spas, salons. We went to a couple dispensaries, health food stores. Let's see. I am in the dog business, so we both of us actually. She has a dog, and she's actually, as you know, is going down that route as well. But there's so much in the dog realm, like dog trainers and the groomers. I mean, to go into a groomer and to like show them that there's like a CBD product that they can use as shampoo, so they could just add that into what they offer at the groomers. And so having a little placard saying that, you know, we offer CBD, you know, treatments, that is working well. Even dog retail stores, and doggy daycares, and also trainers for dogs.
Veterinarians, I know Nancy has a veterinarian as one of her clients or team members.
Yes, I do.
What about tattoo parlors? One of you had shared with me that you guys have gone into tattoo parlors and actually secured accounts with tattoo parlors. That's tripping. I wouldn't have thought of that one, but that's a great one.
Yeah.
How did you do that one, Nancy?
You know, I just had heard with research or somewhere that CBD can be helpful when getting a tattoo to alleviate pain or anxiety prior to getting a tattoo. So us two white girls that don't have any tattoos went out, and we thought we tried the industry. So for all of you online, you just pick an industry that you love, maybe something a little bit more comfortable to begin with. But since we had done it for a little bit, we thought we'd try that industry. And it actually worked out fairly okay. In fact, I got a call today, and a brand new associate from the owner of that tattoo parlor, and getting him some product for his wife for anxiety. So it just kind of keeps blossoming out and working well. So
yeah, I can imagine someone that's all tatted up would be in even more natural to go into those kind of parlors, right? There'd be built-in a kind of affinity. Nancy, what do you do as far as like setting up a business to be successful, as far as having some displays or working with their staff? What kind of commitment do you make when you onboard a business? Because I love the idea of a business rather than onesing and twosing yourself. It just makes sense.
it does. It does. You get a bulk order versus, you know, the one order here, one order there. But it's for animals, and the animals can't tell you how well it's working. Yet I can see how well it's working when their sales are increasing and they're selling more. And the one veterinarian who brought it on, who owns the business, started with it, and the other veterinarian was way against it. And now he's all for it and suggesting it to the clients of the pets that he sees. So it's expanding out that way. But what I've done with the one is gone in and I give them an 8x10 frame with some information about dog anxiety, for pain, inflammation, and how the product can help. And they put that right there on their front reception desk so that when people walk in, they see that they sell CBD. I've also gone in and done in-service training with the staff so that they're familiar with it. Even the people in the back that might just taking care of the dogs, so that they're all on the same page. There's people that work with them in the examining room that might be the ones suggesting the product, as well as the veterinarian. So those are some of the things that have been really helpful for me to help the business help their clients. So whatever industry it may be, whether it be a spa or a veterinarian, I would just say pick an industry and go out there and see what happens. And
get better over time. Kind of
absolutely.
Do it a little wrong till you do it exactly right. Where else do you ladies meet people to share CTFO and CBD?
Well, I have just started putting ads in the events in Craigslist. There's an event section.
Mhm.
And I am going for the like CBD 101, just the CBD education, putting my link there and information and meeting with these people and going over, the advantages and all the paperwork and the Farm Act information. So I gather all this information and I just educate the people. So I think that is a really, really good way of having little CBD gatherings, getting a group of people together.
I like that. And Nancy, how about you? What other places do you go and market CBD and CTFO in person?
Like Wendy, I think we both, and yourself, Janet, that we are comfortable talking with people when we run into them. Yet I've gone to some chamber events, some mixer events. I had a vendor booth at a Valentine's Day show. I also joined a professional women's group, referral group, and it's women only, which is nice. Similar to B&I, less expensive, but it's women and not men and women. And I've gotten a lot of business from that. So it's really just wherever you are, strike up a conversation, but also proactively in setting goals, pick some of these events, go out and meet people, and you never know who you're going to run into and how that's going to play out. I do some a little bit on trying to become proficient at LinkedIn. And a little bit on Facebook, not too much, and just keep on expanding into the different areas.
Very good. Last week, you may remember that our guest, Jim Sapp, recommended that especially our new associates get good at asking for referrals as a confidence and business building strategy. Do you ladies ask for referrals?
Yes. Sure do. And it's usually after the customer has tried the product and they're getting results from the product. And that's when I would ask them, who else would benefit from these products. And I don't have a problem with getting names and numbers.
Very good. How about you, Nance? Do you ask for referrals?
I do it the same way as Wendy, at the very beginning, or asking, are you or anyone you know in pain? So it might not be just having a satisfied client, but that might be a conversation, come into a conversation when I'm talking to somebody in regards to when they say, well, what is it you do? Or, now with the Super Gold 1000, I'm really focusing on people with chronic pain. So I will say, who do you know that might be in chronic pain? Or the new Extreme Shake, who do you know that's taking advantage of a keto lifestyle? And so those are some of the questions that I would ask. And I'm also finding when my clients are very satisfied, for example, I had a lady where she tried the cream. She wanted to get some information. I sent to her, she took it to her doctor, and her doctor approved her using the 10X drops. And within a couple of applications, she felt like there was no more of a knife just stabbing into her knees. And I just can't imagine that amount of pain. And I'm on vacation and I get 2 calls from 3 of the referrals that she got from me. And of course, I took the calls and talked to them. And so here I am, the laptop lifestyle, and taking referral calls and getting them set up and on the product as well.
Oh, that's great. I'm sure you ladies like me, just work doesn't even feel like work. I just so much love what I do. How has your lifestyles changed since your new CTFO business owners?
Love the flexibility and the freedom that this business gives you. So you can work wherever you want and when you want. I love that the most. If there's things going on during the day, you can work through the night. It doesn't matter with this business. And that's one of the best things I love about it.
Great. Ladies, I think more people would do what we do if they had a degree of confidence that they would be successful at it. Like, who wouldn't? Like, the idea of having someone tell me what to do at a job, what to wear, when I needed to be there, and assign a value to what I did, and a cap on my income earning potential, that drove me crazy. And really, it stifled my creativity. So I think, who wouldn't do what we did if they knew how absolutely yummy this lifestyle is, and they thought maybe they could do it. Nancy, how has your lifestyle improved since you became a CTFO business owner?
You know, I've been able to spend more time with my friends. I am in a constant working out pattern now, which has been great. I was able to do a 6-week boot camp with my daughter and spend more time with her. I'm more active in my church, and so the freedom to do those type of activities that I really couldn't do with the 9 to 5 or an 8 to 6 type of job, you know, with the hours in the corporate world. And so, you know, there's something to be said to be able to enjoy and follow your passion. I was doing that because I was in the medical field, but now I can do it on my own terms, and I'm the boss. And so, you know, making a huge amount of money that I did make before was wonderful. I'm not at that point yet. I was in the corporate world for 20 years, but I'm okay because I'm so much happier. My health has improved. I get to work with awesome people like yourself and Klaus, and with my longtime friend Wendy, and just to be creative and doing what I want. And the residual income, when I was on vacation and I could get my text that says, you know, you got paid today, and I'm out playing with my family, attending my sister's wedding, there's nothing more awesome about that than being able to take advantage and love what you do. Like you said, Janet, I don't feel like I'm working.
Right.
When I'm working the business.
Right. Well, hang on for the ride, girls, because I know I'm 100% confident and committed to making a 6-figure a month income in 3 to 5 years here. And then my oars will be in the boat and I'll be going merrily down the stream. Ladies, am I going to see you in Reno, Nevada in November at convention?
Yes.
Absolutely. Yep.
Absolutely.
That'll give us something to look forward to. And I thank you both so much for openly sharing your thoughts and ideas with your fellow Team Genesis associates and guests here tonight.
Thank you so much for having me, Janet.
Thank you. Yes, thank you so much, Wendy. We've enjoyed having you.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we started tonight's webinar with a brief overview of this incredible CTFO business opportunity and an example of how that works. Then we got to hear directly from 2 of our team members who gave us some valuable ideas on more ways we can grow our businesses and reach more prospective customers and associates through personal contact, and some ways to also target business accounts. That only leaves one last thing to cover, which is what to do now. If you're a guest here tonight looking for a way to improve your health and finances or help others make money and feel better, my question for you is, what are you waiting for? Give it a try. You have nothing to lose. Just follow up with whomever invited you to this webinar and ask them to get you started with your own free website where you can learn more about our products and start telling others about them. If you're a current CTFO associate who's not yet making the kind of money you want, I'd like to encourage you to consider some of the helpful advice and strategies we've been sharing each week and on Saturday trainings to double up your efforts to spread the word and find some new associates and customers. Your Team Genesis leaders are always happy to help, and we hope you'll join us on Saturday for another live Zoom training with even more powerful ways to help you grow your businesses. Hope to see you again on Saturday. Good night, and God bless you.